12 days of Christmas. Yeah, this is actually one of my favorites that I'm doing because I started out scrapbooking. That's my first love, and I still love it. And I still, but I love card making too. But I love stamping up for the scrapbooking part too. So this is going to be a little scrapbook. It could be a little scrapbook or it can be a big card, however you want to look at it. You don't have to put pictures in it. You can also, I was thinking, I'll show it to you. When I show it to you, I'll show you what I'm thinking. But hello, Kelly. I was thinking that you can even put like gift cards in it. I don't know. I think there's so much you can do for it with it, but I kind of love it. And you can do more with it. I didn't go overboard on the inside because I'm one that if I want to use it as a scrapbook, I have to put the pictures down and then I get to play with it a little bit. But I did put some things in it, and I did dry emboss some of the mats. You'll see. So like I said, this is like minimal, and then you can add to it also. Yeah. So this is, like I said, my 12 days of Christmas extravaganza. You can get these classes to go, or I have an in-person class coming up November 15th, which is a Saturday from 1 to 5 at the Friends on the Square in Elkhorn, Illinois. It's a cute little coffee shop, and it's got like a shop in the front, coffee in the middle, little places to sit, and then in the back there's a room that they're letting me use, so it's very kind of them. So if you would like to visit me in Elkhorn and do all 12 projects, hopefully in those hours, that would be great. I'd love to hear from you. You can sign up for this to-go class or in-person class all the way up till November 9th. So it is this Sunday. And with this, it's project-based, which means you pay $120 for the class and you get everything to make it except for the stamp set and the dies if you want them, but I'll cut dies. So you need the stamp sets in order for them to look exactly like mine. You can use other stamp sets, that's totally fine too. But you get two things of DSP. You get 2 embellishments and 2 ribbons, plus all the cardstock that cut and ready for you to make all the projects. So reach out to me, either Georgie's 2 long dogs at gmail.com, or my Facebook page is 2 long dogs. Yeah, 2 long dogs and a stamper, and you can message me, or all over Facebook under the 2 long dogs and a stamper. There's a click button that you can purchase, or sign up to get this class. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and twirl you around, our usual thing, and flip you around. See my shirt. There we go. Let's see. And my face upside down. Such a process. Did it not flip? You're seeing my ceiling. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, I thought I flipped you. So you got to see my ceiling. Oh, now we're back up there again. Jeez Louise. You know, it could never be nice and smooth. What is going on? You just want to watch my ceiling tonight. Let's see. Delayed reaction. So let's see if it flips. Yep, there's my ceiling. There we go. I'm not going to touch it again. I'm sorry. I don't know. You know, if you come and watch me, you'll never come here and see anything smooth. That's for sure. Okay, so this is the project we're going to make today. I'll wait for it to come up on the screen so that you can see it. It looks like this. And then pull it out. So I added a couple stamps, and I thought I know this isn't very Christmassy, as in Christmas, the traditional Christmas, but I thought love Christmas, that that's all of what Christmas is all about. And I added a couple squares with the stamps, "Oh come, let us adore him," and then "For unto us a child is born." And I thought pictures can go here, and then if you turn it over, I embossed these 4 squares, and pictures can go here. You can also put pictures under here. That's why I leave the ribbon kind of floating, so you can put a picture underneath and still have it down. If you don't want to use it as pictures, you can go even further and do something on each square and make it a card, right? And even on these, or I was thinking you can even add a, let's see if I can find my purse. Hold on. You can add, I don't know if I have a, I think I do. Let's see. A gift card. Yeah, here. You can add a gift card and fill it up with gift cards. I don't know. I thought that might be kind of cute too. So there's a lot of options for this. If you're not a scrapbooker, or this isn't exactly scrapbooking, it kind of sort of is. If you don't want to put pictures in it, there's so many options that you can do with it. But I don't know. I just really like it. I really like, oops, I just stuck my hand in this. I really like the cup. Oh, shoot. I got it all stuck. Hold on. Gotta fix it. Didn't realize I did that. Okay. I don't know. I just really like the whole process. It was fun to do. Never, 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 Kelly. Everything I do is crazy for me when it comes to this type of stuff. You know, like technical stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to put that to the side so I remember. You need one 12 by 12 paper, so you could choose whatever you want. I chose this, and because of a little bit of a neutral background, and then I love this. I know it's not super Christmassy, but I think it's so pretty. And I guess it doesn't have to be Christmas, right? You need 3 of them 4 by 12. So let's go ahead and cut 3 4 by 12 pieces. 1, you do get the whole pack of paper, so you can choose whatever print you want to use. Okay, so we have 3 4 by 12. You're going to score 2 of them at 4 and at 8. So let's score at 4. Don't forget the scoring blade. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Scoring blade is the light gray. So I scored at 4. And when you do the scoring on the DSP, you don't have to push very hard because it's not as thick as the cardstock, obviously. And then at 8, you want to do that for both of them. So 4. And 8. And then this one, this last 4 by 12, you have to do 3 3/4. It's hard to do it upside down like I'm doing it. Wait. 3 3/4. There we go. Sorry. Like I said, I'm upside down, so, or to the side, 1 or 2. 3 7/8. And then 8 1/8. and 8 1/4. Did I do that at 8 1/8? Hold on. See, I'm not good enough to do it here. No, 8 1/8 is there. Okay, 8 1/8. Ooh, I almost cut it. And then 8 1/4. So I have an extra score line there I gotta ignore. Okay. This one is the cover. And I have to find the score lines because I made the oops on the one. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and burnish these. That one. They're so close together, they're hard to get them perfect here. And that one, and then this side will be easier since I didn't mess up on this side. And that. And that. Put that to the side for a second, and then we're going to score these. There's only 2 scores. And you just have to decide which way you want up. You know what I mean? Like, if you like the leaves and stuff on the front or the more neutral. I like the neutral. Doesn't mean that you have to do the neutral. Okay, so for this, I didn't get that too well here. Hold on. What we need to do is put this together. Okay, a thought of mine, but I did not do it, was to make a pocket here. Instead of wasting all this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make sure I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. Yeah. So this was my thought. I didn't do it, but I might do it on this one. So my thought is, instead of just putting these together like this and wasting this, we could always make a little pocket so you could put something in, like a tag, and pull it out. So I'm thinking that we're gonna do that with this one. You don't have to. This is one of my favorites of that pack. Do you have this pack of paper, Kelly? I love this pack of paper. I think it's so pretty. I love all the blues. Okay, so I'm just gonna put DSP around 3 sides and leave the top open. Like I said, I didn't do this on my original, but when I was doing it, it made me sad that I was kind of wasting this. Because, you know, you put the DSP over the DSP, so it was kind of a waste of that piece of paper. So I thought, why don't we make a pocket? So we'll make a pocket there. And if we use it, we use it. If we don't, we don't, because nobody will know any different. Because we have to put these together anyway, so let's go ahead. Line those up. Okay. So now we can put something in there. Okay, we can put a tag or something if we want. Okay, so that's what we have so far. It's so weird how, even though we scored them and everything the same, they didn't come out exact. It happened to me last time with the other one too. Let's see if I can get them a little better. I don't know what I did differently. You know why they're not, if I score it 4 and 8, why doesn't it turn out perfectly scored at 4 and 8? Could be just me. Never know, you know? Wouldn't surprise me, but I'm not gonna overthink it. Okay, so like I said, you can do it so it's this way, or you can do it that's this way. But what we need to do, what did I do with the, oh, write it down here. Put it right here, see? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and glue this down. We glue the last one down to here. And this is another one. You can go ahead and make a pocket if you choose to, because you're gluing this down onto it. So if you wanted to make this a pocket and put a tag here, which I'm gonna go ahead and do, I just think, why waste that piece of paper, right? So, don't know why I did it that way. Put a little more here, since for some reason I did it the opposite that time. And here, because we want it nice and closed. Okay, so we're gonna have a pocket in the middle too. I thought you could, even if you wanted, I don't know what you could put, like you could put a journaling tag in there if you'd like, in both of them, because they're not gonna be big. So if you want to journal, I thought this would be a cute little, I can't talk, little scrapbook that I know my kids, when we used to go, they used to be in the programs, the Christmas programs. This would be a cute book for the Christmas programs. I used to be the type that wouldn't use the pretty paper because I didn't want it to be used. Like, I loved it so much that I would hold on to it, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So you're just gonna line up in the middle of those, and then there you go. So that's the start of it. Easy peasy, right? So this is the crazy part and the funny part. As I was doing this, I was figuring it out, as we always do, right? So I wanted to put the word love on it, but it was too long this way, and even was too long this way because of the way this paper is a little shorter. See? So I thought, well, what am I gonna do? So this is what I did. And these are all just suggestions. If you get this and you decide, yeah, Georgine, you're crazy, I wouldn't do that, then you change it up. But this piece of paper right here, this is another one of my favorites. I love this. I don't know why. This is pretty too, but this, I don't know. I just love that design. That piece that we need is going to be 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. So let me go ahead. And cut this 4 1/4 and 3 1/2. And then we need a piece of DSP, and no, not DSP, cardstock, and I chose Secret C, and that needs to be, let's see, it needs to be 3 3/4 3 3/4 by 4 1/4. Again, you don't have to worry about any of the dimensions because I will take care of that. If you purchase this, I will give you all the dimensions and everything. Okay. And then what I did was I put this on here and I lined it up so that it was, you know, even here. Oops, sorry, I wasn't in the camera. And then even amount on each side. So that's what I did. So let's glue that down. Just like that. And then I took it and glued it to the front of this. But this is the thing. I did it again. I also took one of our blending brushes and cloud cover. And I should have done this before I put it on. I just did a little bit of this to give it a little different look. It would have been a lot easier if I did it before gluing it down, but I forgot. I just love this kind of look, so I do it on everything. Okay. Go. Okay, so we have to cut out the love, and this is with that specialty paper that comes with the Peace on Earth, or the Peaceful Garden, and I used the dark. Hopefully I have it up. Yeah, the dark one. They call it just dark gray, but I think it looks like Secret Sea to me. I don't know, but that's just me. So I have the letters already. I also did a double of the E because when you open this up, I didn't want to see the raw edge of the white, so I did a double reversed. So we'll do it normal first, and then I'll do the reverse for that E. Again, you don't have to do that, but I'm going to give it to you, so if you want to, you can. I don't know. This is too wide, probably. I cut this. Do it again. Very long. I'm glad tomorrow is Friday. Okay. I love this sparkly paper. Right back, you know I have to go to the folder. the O. Done with the V. Where'd the V go? Oh, here it is. We need another E, but it's going to, I'm going to do it backwards. And we're done with the L. Okay, so I'll show you how I did the backwards. I'm going to go ahead and put it so that it's like this. And put it through this way so it's the reverse. Does that make sense? And put that through. I also need this. I have one here, so we'll use, so I just need to cut out two. Actually one. I cut it with vellum. This came from Peace on Earth dies, so, which is part of the paper. The site that came with the paper. So let me grab a piece of vellum. Oh, I do. It's right here. Okay. I'm going to cut out just one because I have one right here that I didn't add to the original. And then we should be done with die cutting. The only thing we have to do is do a little bit of embossing. And I did put these up on dimensionals. Oops. Just have to be careful pulling this out because it sticks. I mean, we're going to use one in two places anyways. We're going to cut this in half, but still. You want to break it where you want to break it, not where it breaks. Okay. And this is the E. And we're going to glue these two together, the E's together, so that you don't see the white, you see the pretty. So when you put this down. Ready, so we can do the front. We are ready to do the front. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue this on the front. And I'm kind of putting a lot because it is the front, so you know it's going to be handled a lot. And you're just going to center in it so that, oh, I did something that I forgot to tell you not to do. Do not put glue here because we don't want that to stick to anything. I'll get my glue eraser as soon as I can, as soon as it dries, because it's going to hang over the side. Does that make sense? So we just wanted this so that I could put the word love. And it would fit better. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some dimensionals. To all the letters. This one, it's going to hang over, so you just want them along this side. And then we'll use a little one for here. Okay. And then we'll space them. I had to overlap them a little bit to make it work. It doesn't bother me. I was gonna do Joy, but I did Joy for the, which would have worked too, and it would have fit. But I did Joy for the banner, so I didn't want to keep doing Joy, so, you know, I had to play with it and figure it out a little bit. Okay. I'm not going to push them down really hard. I'm just going to gently lay them down till I make sure that they're fit correctly. This one hangs over a little bit too. And I kind of went up and down. So I started the L low, and then I went a little higher with the O. Oops. And then I went a little lower for the V, and I tucked it under just a little bit. I kind of evened with the L though, the V and the L. And then the E, I went kind of the same as the O. Just like that. If I like it, which I think I do, I'm gonna go ahead and squish that down. I have one already made because I was going to put more on that one, and decided that I didn't need more. So I'm going to just, I found out the vellum, if you put just the dot, you really can't see it. I mean, just a little bit, and not on every single one. And then if you shove it underneath, then that kind of helps it, where there's not. And that glue will dry. You can't see it much. Okay, and then here's our other vellum. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it like in half. And I added a piece here. So I'm just gonna do a little bit there, there, and tuck it. And I like how it hangs over. And then this piece I did down here. And just cut this little, the stem off. And that's going to go down there like that. So we'll just add a little bit of glue again. Okay. And we'll tuck this under however you want it. And then I did use these dots that I've been using. Kelly, you're gonna have to let me know if you want me to wait for these to come in stock. I think it's November 24th, if you want to wait that long, or if you want me to give a different kind, which I was thinking, what did I do with it? Hold on. I bought one thinking that this might work too, but I so much like these better. But there's these too, which I guess we can use. There's no gold, so for the projects we would be using the red and the green. And then I thought we have these two. I'm gonna give these two. These are the other ones. And I've used these, sorry. But they have gold, they have silver. So in the ones that we use gold on the other projects, you can use these. Or if you wanna wait, or I can ship them later. Just let me know. I'll message you if you don't want to decide now. That's fine. But that's just what I'm wondering, because they're out of stock, and I started using them, and then they went out of stock, unfortunately. That's how it works, unfortunately. So we're gonna go ahead and use the little blue ones, and they're kind of like, I was picturing them kind of like little berries or something. I don't know. That's just what I thought. So 3, 4. Put one here. 5. I just like odd numbers, as always, right? 6. 7. Okay. So that's pretty much the front. Okay. You can add, subtract, do what you want. That's what I did. So let's go ahead. Oops. And we'll start in here. Okay, these squares, this is secret C and then just white. The secret C's are 3.5 by 3.5, and I started cutting them and then I ran out of time. So I'm going to have to cut them really quick so that they fit down. And then the white is 3.25 by 3.25. You need 5 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the secret C. And 9 of the white. And then the other side is the white and cloud cover. And those you only need 4. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those really quick. Sorry, I'm off the screen. As soon as I find some cloud cover paper. I know I have it. There it is. So we need 4 of the cloud cover. And that's, again, 3.5 by 3.5. Exactly, because that is the DSP that I was going to use for this. And then it went out of stock, so I'm like, well, that doesn't work, especially because I was hoping people would sign up for my in-person. So, but that just came in today. So good, I'm glad, because I love those. I think those are so pretty, and I like how they're flat. I don't know. So, okay, sounds good. If you don't mind, then I will do that. There we go. And then just the white. So let's do this part first. So all these, I did on this, I did the secret C. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, I did the cloud cover. So let's go ahead and add some glue. It's so funny because I made my first project, you know, the notebook cover, and I made it all with what you just said, the traditions of Christmas, parts of that, along with the black, the modern Christmas. And I was so sad that it went out of stock. So then I had to rearrange and do different things because it wasn't going to get back until after my class. So I'm like, well, that's not going to work. It would have worked fine if it came in today, and if I don't have anybody for my in-person class right now anyways, but I could have made the projects because I had enough paper to make it, but I didn't have, but I needed the paper for the class itself. So, oh, that's not right. I gotta recut that one. So I had to not use it, but I think that paper is so pretty. Do you have that too? I have all the other stuff for you though already. I need to cut my trimmer. Get new blades for my trimmer again. Recut this. This isn't the correct size, I think. I did it 3 3/4 instead. There we go. So let me go ahead and flip it on this side, and we'll put the cloud cover. Wait a second. What did I do? Hold on. Oh no, I did it right. Jeez. Okay. I panicked. I thought I did something wrong. Oops. I like mats. I don't know. I'm a big time mat person. I like all that little dimension, and it just adds such a pretty element to it. I don't know why I'm confusing myself all of a sudden. That doesn't shock anybody, does it? Yep. Okay. You know why? Because I did this differently. I did it backwards on this one. It doesn't matter, but it did confuse me. I'll show you when we're done the difference between the two. Okay. So the first one, let's cut 9 pieces of 3, let's see, cards. The white cardstock is, I can't remember. I did not write it down. Hold on. I will write it down. Oh no, 3 1/4. So it's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And there's ones that we can go ahead and glue down right away because I didn't put anything on it. And then there's ones that we are going to stamp. And there are ones that we are going to emboss. So that's 4. You know me do well, Vic. Where is it? 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6. That's what I thought. 2 more. No, 3 more. All right, can't add. We'll do some stamping. And some embossing, heat emboss. Nothing really hard, nothing a lot, just a little here and there. And one more, and we are done cutting. I think. I should have had all this cut, but I ran out of time and I didn't get it done. Okay, finally. Okay, so this one we can go ahead and glue down. And then the next one. Yeah, see, I did this backwards. Oh well. This one we're going to put something on. This one, oops, I didn't mean to do that, but oh well. We'll put down. And then this one is going to have stamping, and the rest are going to be embossed. So let's go ahead and stamp. I cut one of these ones. There we go. The first one we stamped is, or I stamped, is the big one with Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus. And I use Secret C. Let me move this out of the way. I use Secret C. And I kind of just centered it however I wanted it. Tried to get Joseph's staff in a little bit last time I cut it out. There we go. Let me get a wipey. I forgot to bring them over again. And then I stamped also. We're done with this one, so let me put this away. I very sticky today. And then this I stamped, "Oh come, let us adore him," in Secret C2. I put it up by his head. Like that. And then we went ahead and, or I went ahead and added the star again. And this I went and heat embossed again. Oop, I almost forgot to do our little powder. Might have to forget about the powder because I don't know what I did with it. Is that a surprise? Nope. Oh, there it is, because I used it earlier. Leave it out because I'll need it again. Oh. Did I stamp it? I don't think I did. Oh my gosh, I crack myself up. Okay, let's stamp before we try to put the powder on. Okay, stamp, stamp, stamp. As soon as I put it on, I'm like, yeah, I didn't put any of that ink on it so that it would stick. Okay, let's try this again. I'm glad I'm making somebody laugh. Okay, let me cork this up even though we're going to use it, but I don't want it to blow all over the place with the gun, the heat gun. You should see, Vicky, you should see my desk. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Okay, I also, I'm going to put this down. I also did the same thing and used the blending brush. And went around this also to give it a little color. I don't like the pearly white. Not a lot, just a little. And this is cloud cover again. Okay, so that one's done. We're gonna go ahead and put that one on. I have two going here. There we go. first panel. And then we'll go ahead, that one will be blank, and this one we are going to use the manger and the lamb and the mama sheep. I was naughty and didn't clean up after myself here. I made a mess. What did I do with, oh, I put the baby sheep back. See, I did the right thing. And the baby sheep I fussy cut out. So let's see. Let's do the mama lamb first, or the mama sheep first. I did her in everything in secrecy. I did not change it up for this. Put her all the way to the left. And then I did the manger and I put it to the right and up a little bit. This back. So up and to the right. Just like that. And then I took a piece of white cardstock, a scrap, and did the baby lamb. So cute. Put that there. I have a piece here I used. See if I can find it. Here, we can use this. I want to do him again. I didn't push it hard enough in the area. There we go. Okay, I think that's it for that. Oh no, I have one more thing, but we'll go ahead and do this first. Put him back. Okay, fussy cut this out really quick. The baby's really quick and easy, so. I don't mind fussy cutting out stuff like this. The real detailed stuff scares me a little bit, but this isn't too bad. Okay. There we and I did put him on dimensionals. I bent his ear over. Sorry there, little lamb. And then I put him in front of the manger, just like that. And then I stamped, for unto us a child is born. Thought that was pretty practical there. And I did it to the left, kind of over the sheep, the mama sheep. Right about there. Okay. And then I took the silver that I had here. I don't even know if I do. So I don't know if I have enough. And I put them up in the corner. Oh, I used the bigger ones. Hold on. Just like this. There's a dog hair, of course. There we go. Okay, and I put that down. There was a gob of glue, and now it came out quick. Okay, that one goes here. And then one goes here. So like I said, I was picturing putting pictures in these, but you don't have to. You can continue stamping and doing fun things and make it a card. And then this side, what I did was I embossed, dry embossed all four. Yep. And again, I use this because I love this and I think it just works with this. It is no longer available. I don't know if it's on last chance still or if it's gone, but I figured, oh well, I'm going to use it because it's like my favorite and I think it's really pretty with this. So we're going to go ahead and emboss all four of these really quick. It's so weird how this, when you emboss, oh, I forgot, shoot. I forgot to, I'll go back and do it. I forgot to take the blending brush and go around the edges on that. I'll try to do that. On that last square with the lamb, the sheep, and the manger. I knew I was forgetting something. last one. Sorry, guys. Should have these done. What did you, Kelly, which folder was that? I can't think of what is it. I unfortunately did not keep the little, you know, little envelope thing that comes in. Is this distressed tile or something? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Maybe it's better on the paper. Is it called distressed tile? It might be still in the catalog. Hold on, let me look real quick. Because I think it was brought over. I'll look real quick. And I was so sad when it went. They were getting rid of it. I know they can't keep everything, but I want them to keep the ones that I love. This one I love. Let's see. No, it's not in the catalog anymore. And I was using exposed brick, but I lost it. So that's not similar, but it's got the same feel to it. But I'll have to look it up and see. I don't think it's on the last chance list anymore. I think it's gone. I think. Okay, so before I forget, let me go ahead and add, hopefully I can do this without ruining. Don't do this like I did. It's not doing too bad. It's not as easy or as good as if you do it before. See, like that came out dark because I forgot to do this. Still not bad. Okay. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do that same thing to all these. Do you have that folder? Did you see what it was? Could you see it on the camera? I didn't know if you could or not. Okay, one. Do. One more. Okay. Phew. Okay. So, let me get this back. These are going to go on this side. And I did every other one. So I did this one, and then I did one with ribbon, and then I did this one, and then I did one with ribbon. Doesn't matter how you do it, where you do it, and if you even want to do it that way, but that's what I did. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Before it even went, you know, they got rid of it and put it on the list. I used it all the time on everything. And then when I saw that they did that, I'm like, no. I'm still going to use it because I can still use it and then just emboss it for you guys. And I used this ribbon, the silver edged ribbon. I thought it was so pretty with this. And I put it down on the third, like a third of it. And I do this so that you can stick it, if you're going to use it as a little scrapbook, you can stick a picture under it, and the ribbon still can make it look pretty. And you don't have to put the picture on top of the ribbon. Just like that. And I'll show you what I mean about the ribbon. This folder makes the paper almost feel like material. It, like the way it, I don't know, it's weird. The way it squishes it. Is that the technical term? Probably not. Okay, so I always thought that you can stick the picture, and I have done it, stick the picture under and glue the picture so that it hangs, so you don't put the picture on top. That's why I leave it hanging like that. So I'll put a little extra. Okay, one more. And I think we got it all. I think. Well, look. I just used it. Oh, sitting right next to me. Okay. Last ribbon sandwich. Forgot to burnish. Okay. Snip, snip. Grab the wrong one again. Okay. Okay, there it is. I want to show you the difference between the two. Hold on. The first one I made, it opened this way. So you saw this first and this after. And it doesn't matter. It's just how I laid it out. So what do you think? I like this one. I think it's one of my favorite that I've done. And, you know, with this, I don't know why, I just do like it. You know, I was thinking you could also put a piece of ribbon to tie it close. I'm not a bow on the outside type of person, so I didn't do that. Okay, so this is our project that we just did, right? And then yesterday we did the card. And then the day before we did the folder that we're gonna put all this good stuff in. Hopefully it'll all fit. I wonder if we can do this and have it stick out with love. No. Darn. Okay. Then we did the banner. Oh, I just untied one of the banners. Then we did the banner. And then the card. Ornaments. There's one, and then, oops, backwards. The snowflake. And then we did another card. And we did the little post-it note closed little container or cover, not container. And then last but not least, we did the notebook. So 3 more projects coming. Thank you so much. Kelly, you're so good, good for me. I appreciate your kindness. So let me go ahead and put these to the side so that we can say goodbye. Twirl you around. See all my stuff? Okay, thank you so much for coming and watching tonight. I appreciate it. I hope you're able to come tomorrow. I know it's a Friday night. Friday nights and Saturday nights, the weekends are hard, I know. So again, tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we'll do project number 10. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we only have 3 more projects to do. I appreciate you, and let's make happy hearts one crafty creation at a time. I remembered it again. Take care. Have a good night. Appreciate and love you guys. Bye-bye.